Good morning everyone, especially Ma'am Kunlo. Good morning. My name is Ivy Dian Lopez. This is the continuation of the report, drying. This is the earliest method of preserving fish, meat, fruit, and vegetables. Drying may be done under the sun or the air, hence the term the sun drying and hair drying. This type of preservation is widely used for fish, herbs, and spices. Drying may also be applied to fish and meat and salting into fruit after sugar preservation. Drying is a process of preserving food depends upon temperature, humidity, and movement. Drying basically dehydration or removes the moisture from food. This simple action inhibits the growth of bacteria, mold, and yeast. This factor ensures that food does not spoil easily and hence make drying effective food preservation technique. Dehydrating food can save your money, reduce food waste, and speed your cooking. You can also add seasoning or spices to food as you dry it, stocking your kitchen with healthy, easily portable snacks. Drying can be done the following manner. Sun drying. This is use solar heated air that circulate around food materials laid out on tray or racks. It is a practical economical method of removing water during sunny months. Sun drying is a traditional drying method for reducing the moisture content of paddy by spreading the grain under the sun. The solar radiation heats up the grain as well as the surrounding air. The dose increases the rate of water evaporating from the grains. Drying with the use of artificially heated air. This use a mechanical dryer wherein food laid out on the tray exposed to heated can be done throughout the year regardless of the climate, but this is the more expensive. The process involved in this kind of drying is dehydration or evaporation. Drying with the use of artificially heated air is blown through a grain mass. Oil drying. This carried out by frying food in oil heated from 95 to 110 degrees Celsius. Is fatty vegetable oil that is capable chemical reacting oxygen present the air. Eventually, the oil hardened the dry. This oil serves as the major component of varnishing oil paints and other anti-corrosion coatings. Example of drying oil include poppy seed oil, perilla oil, linseed oil, tongue oil, walnut oil. Pasteurization. This is the process of preserving food by heating such that fermentation of spoilage is prevented. Heating reduces the percent of microorganisms in the food and destroy harmful organisms. Pasteurization, heat treatment process that destroy pathogenic microorganisms, certain food and beverages. The term pasteurization came from the name of Louis Pasteur, a French scientist who experimented by heating urine at 50 to 60 a few minutes and selling it the jar with the cotton plugs to prevent contamination. His experiment proved that heating can destroy the microscopic organism that cause the urine beer to spoil. His experiment gave to the concept of treating food by heat to destroy pathogenic organisms. The simplest method of pasteurizing is to immerse bottles of liquid for stop in simmering water and hold them at this temperature for a period sustainable to product. Pasteur patented the process to fight the diseases of wine in 1865. The method became known as a pasteurization and was soon applied to beer and milk. Louis Pasteur is best known for preventing the process that bears his name, pasteurization. In his work with cellworm, Pasteur developed practices that are still used today for preventing diseases in silkworm eggs. Using his germ theory of disease, he also developed vaccine for chicken, cholera, anthrax, and rabies. Canning. This is the process of preventing food by heating food in hermetically sealed containers to kill microorganisms and prevent recontamination of the heated food. Coagulates of the bacteria cell protein prevents the bacteria from multiplying and prevents spoilage. The canning process involved placing food in jar and heating them to temperature and destroy microorganisms that could be heat hazard or cause the food to spoil. The vacuum seal prevents air from getting back into the product, bringing with the microorganism to recontaminate the food. Two methods of canning. First, open kettle method. The food is cooked directly into oven vessels to kill bacteria, then packed boiling hot into sterilizing glass jars. Jars are sealed completely. Fruit, tomato, vegetable, and pickles can be successfully preserved using this method. Open kettle canning involves heating the food to boiling, pouring into the jar, applying lids and allowing the heat of the jar to cause the lid to sail. Many years ago, it was commonly used for pickles, jams, and jellies, and sometimes used for tomatoes in applesauce. Hot or cold pack method. In the cold pack method, food is packed in the jar and covered with hot syrup or any other stable liquid. The jar are then partially sealed and sterilized completely. After sterilizing, the packed food in the jar are completely sealed. Cold pack canning is a process used to preserve food that is raw has only been blanched for a few minutes, so it will survive in storage for a long time without rotting. For whole fruits or vegetable, it means trimming the food in equal parts, seed or pits, or cutting large pieces in smaller cubes. The hot pack method, on the other hand, requires short peak cooking by boil. The boiling hot product is packed in the clean jar and processed immediately. The method is more suitable for some vegetable encooking. Hot packing is the practice of heating freshly prepared food to boiling simmering in 2 to 5 minutes. A properly filling jar loosely with the boiling food. After food has been hot packed or raw packed, the juice, syrup, or water to be added the food should also be heated to boiling before adding into the jar. The differences between hot packing and cold packing. With the cold packing method, the food is raw while the canning jar are hot. After you pack your food inside the canning jar, allowing for proper canning, heat paid for in the water or syrup, seal your canning jar and process your food in a pressure canner. And that's all. Thank you.